Hello, hearing me, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Now we'll start inverse Laplace transform and its application. In previous lecture, we have studied about what is Laplace transformation and the properties of Laplace transformation. So in this part, we will start with inverse Laplace transform and what is its application and what are the properties of inverse Laplace transformation. So now the inverse Laplace transformation. Actually, what is the definition of inverse Laplace transformation? Definition of Laplace transformation. Actually, this is the opposite of Laplace transformation. In order to apply the Laplace transform to physical problems, it is necessarily to invoke the inverse transform. That means if Laplace transformation of f of t is equal to f of s, then the inverse Laplace transformation of f of t is denoted by like this: inverse Laplace transformation of f of s. This inverse Laplace transformation of f of s equals to f of t. Okay, so in graphically we can show this is the time domain and this is the complex frequency domain f of s. Okay, so Laplace transformation of f of t will be this f of s. Similarly, inverse Laplace transformation of f of s will be this. Okay, and this is the Laplace transformation opposite. Laplace transformation of f of t will be this and inverse will be like this. Okay, so this is the opposite of Laplace transformation. Now the elementary properties of inverse Laplace transformation, similar as the Laplace transformation of the previous lecture. Linear property. So inverse limit, if c1 and c2 are any constant, while f1 first Laplace transformation of f of first function, Laplace transformation second function of the Laplace transformation of f1t and f2t respectively, then this is the linear property, same as the previous one. First, translation property. This is the translation property. Inverse Laplace transformation of f of s will be f of t. Then inverse Laplace transformation of f of s minus a will be e to the power a t f of t. This is the shifting property. Now inverse Laplace transformation of integral property will be this, opposite of previous one. Remember it. If you know the properties of Laplace transformation, then you can know the inverse Laplace transform. So inverse Laplace transformation of derivatives, similarly, similar process. Inverse Laplace transformation of f nth derivative of fs will be inverse Laplace transformation of the nth derivative of fs. That means minus 1 to the power n t to the power n f of t. Similarly, multiplication by s property and division by s property. But in previous one, multiplied by t property and division by t property was in what? In where? In Laplace transformation. Just opposite of Laplace transformation, inverse Laplace transformation properties. Multiplying by s, division by s, and inverse Laplace transformation of product of two functions. Actually, convolution theorem property. This is the convolution theorem property. Now we'll discuss some basic. We will find the inverse Laplace transformation of some basic function like this. Inverse Laplace transform of some basic function t to the power n, and inverse will be what? T to the power n by n factorial. 1 by sa. Inverse transformation of this Laplace transformation of this will be what? E to the power at. Okay, 1 by a square plus a square, what will be? Sin at by a. Okay, now we'll try to prove some result. Now Now we are going on inverse Laplace transformation part of the same sheet I have given you. So this one actually this all the properties I have shown you. So the inverse Laplace transformation, if Laplace transformation of f of t is f of s, then it can be defined the inverse one, inverse Laplace transformation in this way. Inverse Laplace transformation of f of s will be hello watching everybody.
जी सर.
Inverse Laplace transformation of f of s equals to f of t. Okay, inverse transform, and this is the given function. So inverse Laplace transformation is a complex integral. Remember it. Now we have shown this in our previous lecture. We have proved all types of properties also. Now you are watching everybody.
जी सर.
Hello, watching.
जी सर.
Okay, you have defined the inverse Laplace transformation. Actually, this is the important formula for some basic functions. Inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s, what will be 1, because Laplace transformation of 1, what was 1 by s. In our previous lecture we have proved Laplace transformation of 1, what was 1 by s. This is why inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s will be 1. Okay, now we'll try to find the some basic one. Now similarly, inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s1 s to the power n, what will be this? And inverse Laplace transformation s divided by s square minus s square, what will be? Cos hyperbolic at. And inverse transformation of 1 by s square minus s square, what will be? 1 by a sin hyperbolic at. And really identity 6, inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus s square, what will be? 1 by a sin at. Inverse Laplace transformation of s divided by s square plus s square, cos at. And relation 8, inverse Laplace transformation of f of s minus a. This is actually shifting property of Laplace transformation. So inverse one also true, and this is also true. Now we'll try to solve some examples. Now what will be the if to show a relation 1 by s to the power half equals to Laplace transformation of 1 by root pi t, root over pi t. Actually in previous lecture we have proved this relation. Now we have to show that 1 by s to the power half equals to Laplace transformation of this. Okay. Now inverse Laplace transformation of s to the power sn, what was? Actually t to the power n minus 1 divided by n minus 1 factorial. That means t to the power n minus 1 divided by what? N factorial. N minus 1 factorial means what? Gamma n. Okay. This is the gamma n. So inverse Laplace transformation 1 divided by s to the power half. That means n equals to half. Putting n equals to half here in this relation, we get the result. So inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s to the power half equals to 1 by root over pi t. Actually, this proof result. Now we are trying to find the inverse Laplace transformation of the following function. Okay, there are 8 function. Now we'll try to understand this relation. So inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s to the s 1 by s minus 2 will be what was actually e to the power twice t, because e to the power Laplace transformation of e to the power at what was 1 by s minus a. We have proved in first lecture. E to the power at or Laplace transformation of e to the power at what was 1 by s minus a. Okay, this way. Similarly, Laplace transformation of sine hyperbolic t. So inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square minus 3 square. Actually 9 means what? 3 square. So this can be written as by shifting property Laplace transformation of inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by a divided by s square minus s square. 1 by a as a divided by s square minus s square, and this means 1 by a sine hyperbolic at a equals to 3 here, shifting property. Similarly, we can prove this result also, s divided by s square minus s square equals to what will be s divided by cos hyperbolic st. S means what? 4. Sorry, at. A means 4. Similarly, here a equals to what? 5. 1 by a sine hyperbolic sine at. Similarly, 5 1 s divided by s square plus s square. Plus means cos. Remember it. Plus means cos and minus means sine. So s divided by s square plus s square cos at. At means 3. Inverse Laplace transformation of this will be product of two function e to the power twice t sin t. 2 means what? S minus a. 2 means what? S minus a. A means 2. So we have to follow the previous lecture. What is the Laplace transformation and finding the Laplace transformation of some basic functions. Then you can evaluate this. Now inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s plus 3 whole square minus 4 what will be 1 by a. A means what? 2 square. A divided by s plus 3 whole square minus 2 square. Same. This will be half e to the power minus 3t sine hyperbolic twice t. So we have to remember, we have to follow these these basic functions, inverse Laplace transform of basic functions. Then you can find every inverse Laplace transformation of any function. Okay. Now if we try to find the inverse Laplace transformation of s square plus twice s plus 6 divided by s cube. Now how we can find this? First of all, inverse Laplace transformation of this given function equals to can be written as this can be written as s square by s cube means what? 1 by s. Twice s divided by s cube, what will be? 2 by s square. 6 by s cube. And you must know 1 by s inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s what? 1. And inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square what? Twice t by 1 factorial. Similarly, inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s cube what? 6 divided by twice factorial. 1 t square by twice factorial. 6 is constant. So this is very easy for you. Just you have to use the formula. Now we can find out this inverse Laplace transformation. This one, B and C. There are 3 findings. Now Laplace transformation, inverse Laplace transformation of this by linear property inverse Laplace transformation, we can write this like this. How? Just taking 2 common, taking 9 common, taking 9 common here, taking 16 common, and here also 16 common. So we can write this. Okay. Now inverse Laplace transformation of this inverse Laplace transformation of this minus this divided by this can be written 1 by 4 into 4 by 3. 4 will be cancelled. Okay. Similarly, 4 by 9 constant, here 2 by 3 constant, here 3 by 8 constant to make a formula. Okay, this inverse Laplace transformation can be written as what? E to the power at. M is what? 3 by 2, s minus a. Okay, a shifting property, remember it. Similarly, another shifting property, 1 by a sine hyperbolic at. Okay, 1 by 4 sine hyperbolic at. M is what? 4 by 3. Here a equals to what? 4 by 3. Here also a equals to what? 3 by 4. Here a equals to what? 3 by 4. So putting all this inverse Laplace transformation, we get the required result. Similarly, we can find this inverse Laplace transformation of this twice s minus 5 divided by 9s square minus 25. This equals to, this is actually fraction. We can make it partial fraction. Twice s divided by this minus 5 divided by this. So taking 9 common here in denominator, 9 common. 9, if we take 9 common, then s square minus 25 by 9. Okay, 25 by 9 can be written as 5 by 3 whole square. Similarly, 9 common here. Okay, to make the formula. Now this means what? Actually, 2 by 9 is a constant, and this is the sine hyperbolic at. A means what? 5 by 3. And second one, 1 by 3 inverse Laplace transformation of this means what? Here sine at. A means what? 5 by 3. S square minus s square. Divided by s square minus s square what? Sine at. So similarly, C, we can find out this also. Inverse Laplace transformation of this s divided by this, 2 divided by this, 2 part by using linear properties. So 1 by 6 into inverse Laplace transformation of s divided by 6s square plus 20, 6 common, and here also 6 common. Okay, 2 part. So this is the a means what? Root 10 root over 10 by 3 whole square. It can be written as root over 10 by 3 whole square. That means this is the root over 10 by 3 whole square. So 1 by 6 cos 80. M is what? Root over 10 by 3. Similarly, sin bt formula. This is. Now find the inverse Laplace transform of the following function: 14s plus 10 divided by this. This fraction can be written as like this: 7s plus 2 whole square plus 9. Okay. Now 14 common here, here 9 common. So 7 common. Okay. 7 common means what? 7 whole square common, 49. So we can write this fraction like this. Now inverse Laplace transformation of this can be written as inverse Laplace transformation of this one. Okay. So here actually 14 and 49. Using shifting property, we can write e to the power minus 2 by, here a equals to 2 by 7. Remember it, a equals to what? 2 by 7. So e to the power minus 80, inverse Laplace transformation of what will be? 14 s plus 6, and this will be shifted. 49 s square plus 9. And this s plus a become s. Okay. By using shifting properties of Laplace transformation. Equals to e to the power minus 80 Laplace inverse Laplace transformation of this 14 common, here 49 common. Okay, so 14 divided by 49 will be common, then inverse Laplace transformation of s divided by this plus 6 by 14 divided by this. There are 2 parts. Okay, now we can use the inverse Laplace transformation of this s divided by s square plus a square. A means what? 3 by 7 whole square. Okay, so cos 80 formula. Here also sin 80 formula. If variable exists as exists, then cos. If not exist variable parameter s, then it will be sin. So this is the result. Now you can evaluate this using the above examples. Now the multiplication by s properties. We have proved this result in our previous lecture. Multiplied by t properties with where Laplace transformation. There are many properties we have proved in our previous lecture. So you have to follow this. Now multiplication by s into f of s, inverse Laplace transformation s into f of s will be differentiation of f of t with respect to t plus f of 0 and del t. This is the impulse function of t, remember it. Now we'll try to find, we have to just using this formula. Need not to prove. Now find the inverse Laplace transformation of this and this. Very easy. Inverse Laplace transformation 1 by s square plus 1 part will be sin t, because Laplace transformation of sin t is 1 by s square plus 1. Okay, so opposite of Laplace transformation. Inverse is opposite of Laplace. Now inverse Laplace transformation as divided by s square plus 1 can be written as, by using this property, ddt sin t plus sin 0 del t. Okay, using this one, multiplying s with what? Sin t. F of s means what? Sin t. So ddt f of t means what? Sin t plus f0 means what? Sin 0 and del t. So we get ddt of sin t what? Cos t. Understand? And sin 0 what? Whole 0. So this means only cos t. Similarly, inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by 4 s square minus 25 can be written as 4 common, 1 by 4 inverse Laplace transformation 1 divided by s square minus 25 by 4, because 4 common. Okay, so 1 by 5 and here 5 by 2 whole square. Okay, 25 by 2 4 can be written as 5 by 2 whole square. So taking another 5 by 2 and multiplying by 2 by 5, we can get back easily in the previous line. Okay, so just using this relation of inverse Laplace transformation of this, a divided by s square minus a square. Okay, this will be sin hyperbolic a t. A means what? 5 by 2. Okay, a divided by s square minus a square. Formula what was? Sin hyperbolic a t. So inverse will be like this. Now inverse Laplace transformation s divided by 4s square 25. Just multiplying s with this, we can write 1 by 10 sin dt of what? F of t. 1 by 10 sin as 0, t equals to 0 and del t. So 1 by 10 sin hyperbolic differentiation what? Cos hyperbolic t, multiplying with the coefficient of t. Okay, 1 by 10 sin 0 what? Whole 0. Similarly, inverse Laplace transformation of a divided by twice s plus 9. Just taking 2 common, we get 9 by 2. So using shifting property, we get 3 by 2 e to the power minus 9 by 2 t. Okay, here a equals to what? A equals to 3 by 2. Sorry, 9 by 2. 1 by s plus a. 1 by s plus a. It can be written as e to the power at. Okay, shifting property. So inverse Laplace transformation multiplied with s, with this, multiplied by s property. So try 3 into s divided by this, 3 by 2. This can be written as ddt of f of t. F of t means what? This one, this f of t. Okay, this whole is f of t. So 3 by 2 ddt of f of t plus 3 by 2 e to the power at t equals to 0, at t equals to 0 and del t. Okay, so 3 by 2 this differentiation what? E to the power mx formula, m into e to the power mx. Okay, m equals to 9 by 2 minus 9 by 2. Then 3 by 2 e to the power 0 what? E to the power 0 1. This is why only 3 by 2. This is the result. So very easy, you can solve this also by using this example and using the multiplying by s property of inverse. Okay, now dividing by s or multiplication by 1 by s property. Okay, look like the previous property of Laplace transformation. Now inverse Laplace transformation of f of s divided by s, that means multiplying with 1 by s property. It can be written as 0 to t inverse Laplace transformation of f of s dt equals to 0 to t f of t dt. Okay, Now we are not proving this, just using this property, we are solving some relations. Find the inverse Laplace transformation of this. That means 1 by s property here. 1 by s property, okay? 1 by s property. Because s present in denominator. This why we are using 1 by s property of inverse Laplace transformation. So first of all, inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s plus a only. 1 by s plus a only, we get e to the power minus at by using shifting property of Laplace transformation. Then we can get back to the inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s plus a. So multiplying by 1 by s, we get inverse Laplace transformation of this equals to 0 to t, just using the previous so using these properties 0 to t inverse Laplace transform f of s. F of s means what? This 1 by s plus a, remember it, 1 by f of s, and this is the f of t. Okay, this is f of t according to the definition of inverse Laplace transformation. This is f of s and this is f of t, remember it. So 0 to t inverse Laplace transform f of s. F of s means what? 1 by s plus a. Okay, and 0 to t e to the power minus at, that means f of t. Okay, 0 to t f of t means what? E to the power at, and this can be written as just simple integration e to the power mx integration what? E to the power mx dividing with the coefficient of n, that means e to the power minus at divided by minus a, dividing with the coefficient of t, because integration with respect to t. Now putting the limit, upper limit t and lower limit 0. So putting upper limit t, we get this one in the place of t, and putting lower limit t equals to 0, we get only 1 by a. So this is the result. Very easy result. Now another one, second one, 1 by s square plus 1 inverse Laplace transformation 1 by s square plus 1 equals to what? Sin at formula of Laplace transformation. That means 1 a divided by s square plus s square. A divided by s square plus s square formula what? Sin at. A means 1. Okay. 1 by s square plus s square formula was. So sin at, a means 1. Now inverse of just multiplying with 1 by s. So we get inverse Laplace transformation of this equals to 0 to t inverse Laplace transformation of f of s. F of s means what? This one. And this equals to 0 to t f of t. F of t means what? Right hand side function f of t dt. Now sin t integration what will be? Minus cos. Sin integration what? Minus cos. Putting the upper limit and lower limit 0 to t. Now putting upper limit and lower limit, we get this one. So this is the result. Similarly, inverse Laplace transformation of this can be written as s square plus 3 divided by s into s square plus 9 can be written as like this, s square plus 9 minus 6. So dividing this s square plus 9 divided by this can be written as only 1 by s, and 6 divided by this another part. So partial fraction, using partial fraction method, we can divide this into two parts, one fraction to two fraction. Now 1 by s inverse Laplace transformation what? 1 only. Okay, minus 2 into 0 to sin thrice t. This s square plus s square, a means what? 3. So this means sin thrice t. Okay, f of t. F of t means what? Sin thrice t dt. Sin thrice t integration what? Cos thrice t, and putting the upper limit and lower limit, we get this result. Very easy. If you can practice the inverse, if you can practice the Laplace transformation and the how to solve the function using Laplace transformation, then you can easily understand this inverse one. Okay, now first shifting property. This is the first shifting property for inverse Laplace transformation. Inverse if inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is f of t, then inverse Laplace transformation of f of s plus a equals to e to the power minus at inverse Laplace transformation of f of s. We are not proving this, just we will use this property. Okay, This is the property of fast shifting property. Now find the inverse Laplace transformation of this. Using this property, we can find the inverse Laplace transformation of this three function. Now first one, inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s to the power 5. What will be? T to the power 4 divided by 4 factorial. You must know T to the power n formula of Laplace transformation. What was? T to the power n minus 1 divided by gamma n. You must know. Just using this, we can get 1 by s to the power 5 inverse Laplace transformation equals to T to the power 4 by 4 factorial. Then inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s plus 2 to the power 5, what will be? Here s plus a means what? 2. So using this inverse Laplace transformation of this equals to shifting property. E to the power a minus at, a means what? 2. Okay, a means 2. Then this one f of t. Okay, just we have used the properties. Okay, a means what? This a e to exponential constant e to the power minus at. Okay, then f of s means what? This. So just using properties we can solve easily. Now second one, inverse Laplace transformation of s divided by s square plus 4s plus 13 equals to inverse Laplace transformation. This s can be written as s plus 2 divided by minus 2. Okay, why we are taking s plus 2 here? Because we can represent this s plus 2 whole square plus 3 whole square. So s plus 2 is exist in denominator. So we are producing s plus 2 in numerator. Okay, now we are dividing it into two parts by partial fraction method. And using linear property, inverse Laplace transformation of this minus this. Now using the shifting property, here a equals to 2. Okay, this is why e to the power minus at into f of s. F of s means what? S divided by s square plus 3 square. Okay, similarly for the second part, e to the power at a equals to what? 2. Okay, e to the power minus at inverse Laplace transformation of 2 by 3 divided by s square plus 3 square. And this means using shifting property, remember. So this means what? Cos thrice t, and this is the sin thrice t. This is the result. Now similarly, number 3, inverse Laplace transformation of this can be written as, this may be 3 thrice s plus 1 whole square. Okay, so this can be written as taking 3 common, that means 9 common, we can write s plus 1 by 3 whole square. So by using shifting property, a equals to what? 1 by 3. So e to the power at, a means what? 1 by 3. So e to the power minus at means what? E to the power minus t by 3. Inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square. Here s square, this way 1 by s square. So in inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square means what? Only f of t. Okay, so example 9 will be homework for you. Okay, and this is the actually exercise for you. You can solve using the above example. Okay, this is the actually inverse Laplace transformation, and we have solved some related examples using how to find inverse Laplace transformation. I hope everybody will practice. Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody will practice. First of all, you have to follow the first lecture, then second lecture, then third one. Otherwise, you will not understand. Okay. In next day, you have to tell me what's the problem here. Which maths you are not understanding, which property you are not understanding. Tell me. Okay.
Okay, sir, we will.
Okay. Thanks to everybody. Best wishes for you.
Sir.
I will give the lecture sheet on Google Classroom.